On the nose we're getting, well, I'm getting some brown sugar there perhaps. I'm getting lots of, again, lots of dried fruit, dried red fruit, raisins. And in this particular case I'm getting quite a lot of strawberries, that's for sure. Yeah, a lot of strawberries. On the palate, as I was saying, much more serious, much more complex, a lot drier, if that's possible, than the Cantina Cecchi. This is a serious wine. Again, fantastic acidity, real racy stuff, you know. And the finish, not quite as lengthy actually as the Cecchi, but still, you know, I'm getting these black cherry, dark plum flavours from the finish. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Again, it's much more complex, a lot drier, and the tannins are certainly more pronounced in this, but they're not overt, they're not over the top. They're there, but you know, it's well balanced. This is a nicely textured, beautifully balanced wine, I have to say. And with this, well, what would you eat? Spicy pizza, pepperoni pizza, beloved of my kids. Absolutely beautiful. Grilled chicken. Again, we come back to the barbecue. Grilled chicken, absolutely fabulous. Fig tart. You could even maybe get away with having this as with a fig tart. Delicious, absolutely delicious stuff. Much more complex, a lot drier, much more acidity with this one. Again, delicious. This is 13.5%, and it costs £12.50. It's actually biodynamic. Camillo Donati is a biodynamic winemaker, and he actually does harvest the grapes under the light of the crescent moon. So absolutely delicious. So we'll maybe go for that one as well. I do like that. Right, and in the interest of balance, we have here a Lambrusco Light, partially fermented grape must, Lambrusco grape must. So we know, because it's partially fermented, we know that it's going to be slightly sweeter because the fermentation has been stopped at an earlier stage. So let's have a taste of this. This costs £2.28 and is actually 4% alcohol, which is why it only costs £2.28, obviously. So colour, I'm going to be as objective as I can with this. And the colour, I mean, not a bad colour, clear, crystalline, light golden straw colour, nice colour. We know it's a young wine. On the nose, well, I have to say, there's not an awful lot on the nose. And what there is slightly industrial. I think in the case of this, with this method of production, actually what happens is that when the fermentation is arrested, the juice is put into the bottle, and I think I'm pretty sure the carbon dioxide will be actually injected into the juice, into the fermented grape juice, rather than mucking around with the Charmat method, which may explain slightly its slight industrial aromas. So it's opened out a little bit. So I've got a bit of, yeah, I've got a bit of sort of yellow plum, I guess, a bit of lemon and lime, but not a lot, I have to say. Very sweet. On the palate, well, that is extremely sweet, I have to say. I mean, it's probably not particularly fair tasting it after I've tasted the two bone-dry red Lambruscos, but that is extremely sweet, and all I can really taste, I have to say, with that is sugar. I think the best you could say for it is that maybe a touch of tropical fruits, a touch of honey, but I have to say it's not great. Slight sort of burnt sugar aspect to it. And the finish, well, the finish actually is lingering. It stays with you, as you probably would expect for quite a sweet wine. The finish stays with you, and yeah, and I have to say I'm not getting an awful lot from that. I mean, it's okay, I guess. You know, it's I think that's probably the best I can say for it. But these wines are made for a purpose, and to be churned out by the supermarkets, and for people who, for God only knows what reason, actually want to buy this stuff to serve at parties or dinners or whatever. But I have to say that is not great for me. It's not that's not too good. So I think we'll leave that one. We'll leave that one there. So here we go then. So we've tasted our Lambruscos, and they're absolutely delicious. Give Lambrusco another chance. You really must. It gets a bad rap. So come on, let's convert a few more people to the joys of traditional artisanal Lambrusco. It is absolutely delicious stuff. Fantastic food wines. You're firing up the Barbie next time. Get a bottle of proper Lambrusco Rosso Secco in. So there we are, folks. That's it. I hope you'll go out and grab a bottle and find out for yourself what I'm talking about, why I rave about Lambrusco Rosso Secco so much. And in the meantime, I'm going to wash up. It'll be rather like being at home. And while I'm washing up, I think Luke's going to play you out with a little bit of John Otway and Wild Willie Barrett.
Slowly the alcohol hazes my brain, but right at this moment I need it. As I look back on the things that I've done, I feel totally useless and cheated. But it ain't